check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town. See what.
Hey guys, what is up? Happy Monday. So I am leaving for New Jersey tomorrow morning. Like classic Andy fashion, I have not packed at all. I've not even started to prepare to do what I need to do so yesterday I actually had a half marathon and I was going to do all the things I needed to do, but physically, guys, I could not. Like literally after the half marathon, I was done. I was done. So today, just got off of work. So we are going to be doing what I call panic packing. So this is going to be a very quick version of getting my shit together to go to New Jersey visiting family. So first things first, we need to see what kind of clothes we have. We've already looked at the weather for New York and New Jersey. So we are in the 50s to the 60s, which is prime time for fall up there. So first things first on the list is to get all my clothes together and my suitcase. Let's do that. Alright guys, so now I have all my clothes laid out. I'm not putting them in the suitcase yet because I still have to put in like all my hair stuff and stuff that I'm going to be using tomorrow that I can't put away just yet. So we're going to hold off on that. I'm going to take a pause and I'm going to probably make a list of all the stuff that I need to pack, like those extra things like vitamins and like, you know, makeup, stuff like that. Make sure that I don't forget anything. While I make my list, I'm gonna hit the gym, get my workout knocked out because I need that. Self-care, hello. After that, I have to go to like my health food store to get some snacks for travel and like the plane and stuff because I do not want to not be caught without food and then have to buy it there. Hey guys, so workout is now done. Thank you time change for already being dark. We love this, but oh my gosh guys, I'm starting to get really bad travel anxiety. So I don't know if anybody else suffers from this. Typically it's not this bad because I usually I travel for work, but airplanes are a little bit different. I've only traveled a handful of times by myself and it's just like everything is going through my head of like what can go wrong, and my heart is starting, like I'm getting in a flight or fight and I'm freezing. I don't want to do anything to get ready for tomorrow, even though I need to, like I have to, but I'm frozen because it's like I'm overwhelmed with information. I can't move forward, let alone process all the things that I need to do right now. So I just feel very overstimulated. I don't know how else to explain it. This is what happens when the brain can't predict what is coming next. So traveling, it's very unpredictable. There's a lot of things that are out of my control. So my anxiety is very spiked at this point. I'm just trying my best to stay calm in this situation and logically think, because me thinking that everything could go wrong is just my natural response to my brain trying to keep me safe, trying to make me not go, right? Because that's just naturally what happens. I have got to go to the store before they close, but I'm just I just thought I would vlog and just be open and honest because I really wanted this to be a fun vlog, and I'm struggling, guys. I'm really struggling to vlog because my anxiety is taking over. And I don't want to do anything but just ball up on the couch. So we're gonna get through it. We got to. We already bought the tickets. Tip number 1, make a commitment that you've already put money down and it's non-refundable.
If only I had listened for a while, told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go, but when you left I could feel it grow like a body of water, sleeping through the
Tuesday morning, so we leave for New Jersey today, or I leave. We meaning you and me. So it's 5 in the morning. I woke up. I didn't sleep very great because my anxiety. It's just, I knew this was gonna happen, just to be expected. So I woke up super early. I knocked out some work in the office this morning, and now I'm gonna hit a workout, try to burn off some of this anxiety, get my body moving, especially if I'm gonna be sitting most of the day today on the airplane. So I just want to get some steps in and movement. It really does help calm my mind. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come home and finish packing. I'll probably make a list while I'm at the gym, like walking on the treadmill, of things that I need to do, because it's just random odds and ends that aren't of the normal to pack. I want to make sure that I get. So just like some journals, some books, things like that I want to take with me, headphones, the random stuff, chargers. Now I'm thinking about all this. But anyway, I'm super, like, this is therapeutic for me in a way as well, to share this experience with you guys. Well, hi. To share this experience with you guys, because I know I have a lot of clients that actually struggle with the same thing of anxiety of traveling, or like driving long distances, things like that. And I just want to share with you that it's totally normal. You know, I think that a lot of people actually struggle with this, especially with all the things that we've been exposed to today in the world of airplanes and airport security and all those things like that. Like, you just, in big groups of people, it's just overwhelming. And we don't do this every single day, or at least, you know, I don't. So I'm not used to it. Hopefully this vlog can help some people. And if you struggle with it, I'm gonna, you know, stay tuned at the very end. I'll make some tips to help show you guys how I cope with it. What are you doing, turd? Okay guys, so I have just got back from the gym, obviously gotten ready, and my anxiety is still kind of high, but it's getting a little bit better. So what I did at the gym is, while I was walking on the treadmill, I made a list of all the things that I need to pack that are oddball, and so we're gonna do that right now. My phone's on the charge. I'm gonna bring my charger with me, but I'm just paranoid because my Apple phone doesn't hold charge very well anymore. So let's get this show going. Cats and bags, like, oh my gosh. I am so, like, he just blends in. I don't even know how. So let's go over some tips and how I manage my travel anxiety, because it's pretty crippling, guys. It's not fun. So this is going to be an all-day thing of where I use these tools that I'm going to talk about, and how I've prepared my mind and body to travel today. So, good God. Tip number 1 is prepare as much as possible. What I mean by this, guys, is the more that we prepare ourselves and can find out as much information as you possibly can, the more it eases your mind. So you can think of it like if you're public speaking or something like that. The more you practice something, or the more you prepare for it, the less anxiety you have. And when you show up and do the dang thing, then it's a little bit easier to embody it because you feel more prepared. So I did a bunch of research before I, am flying. So I made sure I printed off my ticket, checked my flights, I got my passport and my ID. Everything is all ready and prepared. I even made a list of like items that I didn't want to forget, and like a packing list for like my suitcase and my clothes that I wanted to bring, things like that. I checked the weather. Anything that you can think of preparing to ease your mind and travel, do it. If you're not familiar with the airport, check it, like see if there's a map online, you know, things of that nature. See if your gate is already available that you can check to see where you're at. So all these things will help ease your anxiety, and also like getting to the airport early. So I'm leaving here in about, you know, like 30 minutes. And I'm gonna get there about an hour and a half before my flight leaves. Now, if you're familiar with the Springfield airport, it's very tiny. Very tiny. I didn't have to do a lot of research. I've been there twice before. So it's not very hard to navigate, knock on wood. I mean, shoot, watch I get there and get lost. But it's not a big airport, so I'm not too worried about that one. Now, when I get to Texas, might be a little bit of a different story. But I've been there like about 5 or 6 times, so hopefully I'll remember. Tip number 2, guys, do any kind of relaxation practices that you can. So I was meditating. So like this morning, I woke up and I exercised. That's gonna be really good to help burn off some energy, this anxiety, to get energy flowing and moving. It helps me actually tire myself out, so then I will be better able to rest and to be more grounded, honestly, whenever I do travel. So you're gonna want to do physical movement to help you. Now you can also do grounding techniques, which is just connecting your conscious awareness to your body and then connecting your body to the earth. So grounding helps you feel more safe and secure and supported. And because we feel a lack of control in our travels, so like there's really not a lot we can control, because if something goes wrong with like technology, with like, you know, your flight arriving late, your baggage getting lost, something out of our control, it stresses us out. You know, that's just a common thing that us humans want to try and control every little thing. So we try to prepare as much as we can to control as much as we can, but we have to accept there are some things that are just not in our control. So being grounded helps us feel more safe and secure, and understand that there are just going to be certain things that we have to accept and that will happen, and we don't really understand why they happen. We might not understand why a flight gets delayed, why our baggage gets lost. We might not understand why we miss flights or things like that. So just trust that your best interest is always at hand, and don't freak out if something goes wrong. Just flow with it, and it's all gonna work itself out. You're gonna get to where you're gonna go or need to go eventually, and if you don't, you weren't meant to go that day, period. So another thing that I do as well is I focus on the outcome. So instead of focusing so much on your anxiety of the day of traveling, try and focus on the outcome of like your destination, where you're going, who you're seeing, how much fun you're gonna be having. So focus on why you're actually doing what you're doing, because it makes the process of going through the pain of getting there that much easier when you're focused on the outcome or the fun. So it's kind of like even with setting goals, guys, when you're in the crap shoot of it, of like the hard crap that you don't want to do, motivation's gone, you're like, why am I doing this? And like, oh yeah, that's why. And then that emotion that you've tied your why to will power you through it, because you really want that outcome, right? So same thing with traveling. Just focus on the outcome and the goal and how you're gonna feel when you get there or achieve whatever it is you're achieving. So my next tip is bring things to distract you. So what I've done is I've downloaded a bunch of books that I'll read off of my phone. I've even brought some books that I can just read in the airport if I wanted to. I brought journals, so then that way if I need to, I can journal how I'm feeling. Or I brought my planners that I can plan out certain goals or things, or just really sit with myself. And it's a good time because of like all the in-between travel, you're sitting, or just long periods of wait. It's a good time to just like really brain dump and really like brainstorm on like things that you want, or if you have any work, like just knock it out, you know what I mean? So I brought my laptop, I brought my headphones, you know, things of that nature, so I can listen to music, I can do guided meditations if I need to. things of that sort. So bring something to distract you. Now my next tip is, if you can, travel with a travel buddy and tell them how you feel. Me, I'm traveling alone, which is part of the reason why I feel so anxious. So since I am traveling alone, what I did was I told like my husband, you know, here's my flights, here's where I'm going, here's what time I should be landing. Like, you know, I'll text you whenever I get there. I always tell the person that I will message you when I get there or shortly after. If you don't hear from me, please reach out. Then that way they know if like hours and hours go by and I haven't heard from you, that maybe that they should try to see where you're at, or call the airline or something to see if everything's okay. I did the same thing with my mom, because she's the one that I'm going to go see. She knows all of my like flights of where my layovers are, the times I'm coming in. So I told her I would text her between every one. She's actually picking me up from the airport. So then she can better gauge out also as well, like what time I will be landing if everything sticks to schedule. So she's expecting phone calls and text messages from me. So it just, even though nobody is traveling with me, I feel supported because I know people know where I'm going. And I think that's super important. And even if like they're not, you know, somebody's not picking you up or anything like that, or even if it's just a friend, just be like, hey, do you mind if I text you whenever I land, or something of that nature. So it kind of even brings comfort to you, knowing that if something did happen to you, somebody will probably say something or try to search for you if they haven't heard from you. And the next thing that I do is I try my best to take care of my body whenever I travel. So drinking a lot of water, not doing anything that's going to make me super anxious, staying very grounded. So like I meditated, things of that nature, trying to keep my body relaxed, try to eat foods that don't mess with my digestion, and I wear comfortable clothes. So I don't travel in jeans hardly ever. I'm in like a really comfortable shirt, sports bra. Like I'm always have this huge anxiety of walking through the metal detector and it picking like up buttons or something like that on my jeans, because it's happened before and I've gotten searched for it. So like I've never worn jeans or jean shorts again since that happened. So I just wear very relaxed clothing, tennis shoes. I dress warm because airports and airplanes are typically cold for me, and I'm sure whenever I get there or on the plane, I'll probably end up falling asleep. So anyways, guys, those are like my top tips for traveling and travel anxiety. And the biggest thing that I want to leave you guys with is, do not get anxious over being anxious. That is something that I've had to talk myself out of. Is I was feeling super anxious, and yesterday especially, it was a crippling feeling for me where I couldn't even take action to do anything. It's like I froze. Like a deer in headlights or something, and it was frustrating to me. But at the same time, I kept self-accepting that it's okay that I feel this way. It's very natural to feel this way. Validate the way that you feel, because if you put more pressure on yourself to get rid of that anxious feeling, you're just going to keep yourself stuck in that loop of anxiousness. So the self-acceptance, the self-love, the validation of your feelings, that this is where you're at. It's okay that you're anxious or feeling the way that you are, and that you're gonna get through it. Like no matter what, you're gonna get through it and it's going to be okay. Everything's always moving forward. We're never stuck in the feelings that we're in. It may seem like it may seem like it's doom and gloom, but eventually like you will pull yourself from it, or you will be pulled from it. The universe never stops spinning, right? So anyway, just trust in yourself, guys. Trust that you are protected and safe, and you are guided always. You are never not by yourself, even if you're by yourself in this physical reality for a certain period of time. So I'm sending you guys all of my light and all of my love. We'll see you.